Hi everybody, so I'm doing something different today. I'm just giving you my first impressions of playing Shaq Fu. As you know, my wee brother gave me this for my birthday, so yeah, last night I decided to fire it on and see what I thought of it. I liked the original Mega Drive game. I don't remember much of it, but I remember thinking it was cheesy and it was pretty decent. So let's have a look and see what we think of Shaq Fu. So the game starts off with this nice looking cutscene. This isn't the full thing, so the animation is quite good. It gives you a rough idea what the backstory is like. So it even admits itself that the backstory doesn't make sense, it's full of plot holes. So that gives you an idea that the game isn't taking itself seriously, it's just out to give you a bit of fun, which it does. I like the animation style, it's quite nice, it's very clear, it suits the gameplay style, and just looking at it, you know it's going to be a fun game. So yeah, so even Shaq does his own voice. I don't know who does the wee mentor guy's voice, but I was quite skeptical about it. So here, let's see how the game plays.
Why do these guys want to kill you?
I'm not the man you think I am.
I knew it.
You did?
I seen you looking at me when I do them high kicks.
What? No, I'm just watching your technique.
So as you can see, the game clearly has just gone for full-on sense of humour, but it plays a lot like Golden Streets of Rage on the Mega Drive, but as you can see it's got modernised graphics. There's a lot more enemies in the screen that I'm used to in this type of game. Usually when I'm playing this type of game I'm used to maybe 4 enemies max, maybe 5, but in this game I think I've counted up to like 15 at once. So yeah, so it starts off, all you've got access to is the square button, then eventually the circle button to do a big bonus move if you've built up a combo. So it's nice and simple, anybody can pick it up and play, so it's quite fun. So you can see I'm just picking, you can also kick people into the screen or away from the screen, so that's quite good. Also, yeah, every time you're introduced to a new enemy you get a nice wee introduction to a wee bit of back and forth with the dialogue. Is usually pretty funny. This one isn't the best, but it's quite good. So, but every new enemy's got their own thing that you can't do to them. Some enemies you can't do your super move to them, some you can't jump near or they'll instantly bat you to the ground, so you're constantly having to change up your techniques. So this woman, I don't think she's got any counters because she's the first special enemy that you meet, so you just kind of beat her down, and then you can every now and again you do a massive wee cool move like that. So here we go, here's another big enemy. So as you can see he's a big guy, he's got a shield, so we're going to have to take out the shield before we can even beat him down. But yeah, that's what you use your big circle move for once you build up a combo, so you can take him out. So yeah, so pretty standard stuff when it comes to these kind of beating up stuff, but once again you can't use some moves against some people and it's a nightmare. But you adapt it pretty quickly, well at least I did, I enjoyed that, adapting to it. So yes, you can beat up people. I quite like the animation style, I like the backgrounds. I got distracted a few times just looking at the backgrounds or trying to read the signs to see if there's any jokes, because a lot of them did have quite funny jokes. You've got this one there that says "Hello." Who's not going to laugh at that when they see it? So that's pretty funny. So yeah, some beating up guys. So pretty sure all I did was try and just boot people towards the screen, like just like that, because it looked cool. Yeah, so that's just beating up the new guys. Right, let's take this big guy down. There we go, and boom, boom goes your dinner. So yeah, so every now and again you'll talk to the guy off screen, so sometimes it's pretty funny, sometimes it's not, just like that. And then like I said, sometimes you get quite a big crowd on the screen, because right now there's not that many. So I enjoyed beating these people up, because it's quite fun, trying to build your counter up just to beat people down with a big payoff.
I don't know what's going on.
Every 1,000 years, the Chinese god of death, Yen Lo Wang, tries to break out of hell to destroy the world.
What the hell are you talking about?
Haven't you seen Avenger or Ghostbuster? Somebody want to take over Earth, okay? Now let's move it.
Wee things like that tickled me instantly. As soon as he mentions Ghostbusters, instant thumbs up for me. So that, like, wee pop culture references are always fun. But Ghostbusters is always a winner. So like, you also eventually can pick up weapons. These are quite good for clearing the screen when you get loads of people. So like there, I just had a big, can't remember the name of the weapon, it's got a big stick with a knife at the end. It's awesome, you can hit many people with it, but there's someone shooting bombs at me at the same time. So I just used that to my advantage, lured into one spot, took them down, so it was nice and easy, but I just liked hitting people with the stick because it's like satisfying just clearing the screen with one big swipe or just getting the bomb to take them out. So I was going to say we've got a couple guys there, just get took out with the bomb, but they just keep on coming. So like I said, this is nothing compared to the crowd you've got later on. You get surrounded so easily, it's unbelievable. There we go, nice wee drop kick.
Where the hell did you get that stupid ass costume?
I made it.
All the other guys went to proper costume stores and you just broke out the paper mache?
I put my heart and soul into this. You bastard.
So here's another enemy that also makes you change up your game plan. They shoot across at you from screen, but you also unlock the ability to roll up or down into the foreground or background, which is kind of new for this type of game for me. Normally you don't really get a dodge button, but it's quite useful, especially when you get the big crowd. So there we go, just putting the guy into his top. It's quite good. So here we go. So like I said, you got all different varieties of enemies. Sometimes it hits you with all the varieties in one rapid session, because right there, just beat up a couple of big guys and I just took out a couple of the women. Then look at that, there's a big crowd. Instantly I've just been surrounded. Need to get myself one of these guys' weapons so I can just clear the crowd, or hit them with a big boot to the face with a big spinning kick. But like, taking out the crowd is always satisfying. I've got a stick, take out the crowd, so it's always satisfying doing that. So, and there's another new enemy just been introduced. It's a wee speeding ninja. He pops out of a bomb, so you can only maybe get one or two hits into this guy before he pops off somewhere else. He's quite quick. He can get a few hits into you before you even get a chance to blink. Another thing that came up was this power up. It's called, I think it's just called Diesel Man or just Diesel. So it's kinda reminds me of Shaq's other film Steel, where he's kinda covered in armour. So as soon as you collect this thing, you basically get armour on you, and you're not even invincible. You just can pummel everybody. So like there you go, Shaq Diesel, that's what it was called. So there we go, he's getting his armour on. It looks pretty cool, and once you're using it, you just feel unstoppable because you just plough through everybody. There we go, everybody just coming from me, just ploughing through them. But my only complaint about this is this section lasted quite a while. So I'm pretty sure this was a good 10-minute section. It was kind of the same thing over and over and over. Just take out the crowd, take out the crowd. I was getting kind of bored of it. But like I said, like there's constant guys coming here and you're just ploughing through them. So I cut it down, so there we go. This is just the end of it. So this wee section lasted quite a while, but it's always fun. I think if it was maybe a few minutes shorter, I would enjoy it more when it does pop up. The levels themselves are actually pretty long. I've only done the first 3 levels, so this is mostly from the first level. It's been pretty good. So when you get to boss fight, there's a cutscene with the animation right before it. You do the boss fight, then there's another animated cutscene at the end. This is the first boss. His pattern was pretty easy to memorise once you've done it, because all he did was a spinning attack every now and again. But I've done a few bosses now, and they've all got their own unique attacks. And once you figure out the pattern, like any other game, the bosses are easy to take down. But figuring out how to take them down is basically the fun, and it's more or less what you expect for this kind of game. So I can't really take it away for that, because bosses in this kind of game have always been kind of the same, even since back in the Mega Drive days. Right, so here's some cuts for the next level. I've changed the enemies. Some of them kind of act the same. But the nice change in pace, because they'll you get these different weapons, but you can kind of use them with bowling. But you also get some enemies that you can't jump near, and as soon as you jump near them, they bat you down. And by this point in the game, I was using fly kicks a lot, so I was annoyed that I couldn't use my fly kicks that much because I was getting batted down. But at the same time, it's good to keep changing your technique constantly, so you're not doing the same thing over and over and over again and just getting yourself bored. So these guys don't let you jump anywhere near them. So if you even attempt to do a jump, they'll just bat you down. So there we go, he just batted me straight down there.
Are you one of them new Ghostbusters?
No, my brother. This here's grape soda. Sodium benzoate, Dasho purple, and high fructose corn syrup to top it off. So you can run and tell that, homeboy.
I don't want none of what you're slanging, Pusher Man.
It's time to take your medicine.
Alright, so that wee bit made me laugh as well, just bringing up Ghostbusters again. So, alright, so that's another new enemy type. They don't really make you change much, but they're quite good. So what did I think of this game so far? I've not finished the game, I've only the first few levels in. I've only just shoved it onto it. I've played it and I quite got addicted. I only wanted to play one level. I think I ended up playing 3 levels. The levels are a decent length. They're not too long, not too short, but I'm really enjoying it. So I'd think if MD really wants to try this game, find it on the PlayStation Store or the Xbox Marketplace, whatever you call it. But I found out today at work that the game are selling it brand new for £4 in the case. So go pick up the game if you actually like what you're seeing. So I'm no sponsored by game again. I'm just telling you what I've heard. So Shaq Fu, I recommend trying it. It's a nice wee fun game. It's a kind of throwback back to the past about all this stuff. So remember to like, share, subscribe and all that nonsense. And thanks for watching, and don't forget to have a gidgeon.